यच्छन्ति देवाः शृण्वन्तं न स्वप्नाय स्पृहयन्ति.
Thank you, Vrinda, for a remarkable presentation which takes several positive steps in reclaiming the dharmic roots of our tradition. I also call upon the chair to present her remarks and observations.
योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरः स्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. My very sincere pranams to everyone present in this august assembly. It has been a great day for me. Wonderful experience, rewarding one, listening to such great presentations. All of us, we have to congratulate ourselves for being fortunate enough to be a part of this conference. Much needed, very much needed. I will just say a few things about each of the presentations. To start with, Vidushi Vrinda Acharya's non-translatables. So many are the words that we use in the vocabulary of Karnataka Shastriya Sangeeta that can never stand any translation. To other Indian languages even sometimes, let alone English. It's like a poet said once, it is like trying to kiss an infant through a blanket. So, I don't say much about each paper because each one is rich and the presentation was so beautiful and wholesome and complete in itself. I don't have to summarize or explain anything. Thoughts surge like waves in my mind when I listen to such presentations. Taking up each one aspect of what they said, I can go on and on and on. But one word, Rasa, it's enough. One nada is enough. One shruti is enough. Laya is not the same as tala. Tala is not the same as rhythm or time cycle. No. No translation. It cannot stand any translation. Just one example I give you, Raga, which is very loosely translated as melody mould. Melody mould. Should we be happy with it? Contented? You can just not be. The very subtle explanation, definition given in the Manasollasa of 12th century AD. He says, Raga pravardhate shrutya. Rajyate manasam sada. Ranjayati iti raga, it's a very common place definition. But he says, goes to the extent of saying, Raga pravardhate. It is an ever-growing. Raga is ever-growing, ever-expanding. But it doesn't get expanded through swaras. It expands through shrutis. Then again, another non-translatable shruti. What is that shruti? You say microtone, nanotone, all tones. No, that is not. Even to get a faint idea of what shruti is according to this explanation, you need to explain it in a sentence. It is that microtonal difference, sound difference between two consecutive notes. And that note is also not just what you have to know. You should note that. So, and then dhatu matu kriyakari pravara parikirtita. He says, Adhamo matukarasyaat madhyamo dhatukarakaha dhatu matu kriyakari pravarah parikirtitaha. So that is the concept of our vaggeya kartrutva. Who is a vaggeyakara? He is not the one who just weaves out certain words. He is an adama. Just lyrics? No. Just music? Okay. Madhyama. Dhatu matu kari. Can he be called a vaggeyakara? Vak and geya? No. Kriya. He should be able to illustrate, demonstrate, sing, perform and show. And our vaggeyakaras did not just demonstrate or illustrate what they composed, but they lived what they preached. So, that is the kind of contribution of the Trinity and the Haridasas prior to them who paved the path for the consummate music to come upon, to the immortality of Karnataka Shastriya Sangeeta. They made it immortal and they are immortal themselves. And I add on to the long list of non-translatables in the form of Thyagaraja, Dikshitar, Jayadeva, Chaitanya, Mirabai, Nayanmars, Alvars, Haridasas, Shivacharanas. These are all non-translatables. Coming to Dikshitar's compositions. If you conceive of Karnataka Shastriya Sangeeta as that form of Shiva with his Trinetra Shiva, then these are his three eyes, the Trinity. Chandrashitala Thyagaraja, Surya Prakhara Shama Shastri, and Agni Sadrisha Dikshitar. He is the fiery eye of Shiva. What is not there, it's always closed better. If it opens, nothing can stand before it. That is the kind of power that it possesses. And all this power of the Trinity, the composers, the saintly composers whom I listed, what it draws its sap from is the roots of the Sanatana Dharma. All saint composers. And composers are all saintly. Otherwise, they cannot be vaggeyakaras in the real sense of the term at all. To separate Sanatana Dharma from our Shastriya Sangeeta is to have only the corpse, sans Chaitanya. His compositions, Dikshitar's compositions, are the living lexicons of our culture. Just go through the Sahitya or music, both. Vidushi Gayatri Girish very beautifully elucidated all of them. So I just put it in a nutshell. I don't have to go on elaborating. What you do not have, yadi hasti tadanyatra enne hasti natat kvachit. What applies to Mahabharata applies to Dikshitar. Anything in Raga, anything in Tala, anything in Laya, anything in Kala Pramana, anything in Sahitya, anything in Darshana, anything in Tantra, Yantra, Mantra, anything in Vyakarana, Chandas, Shiksha, Vyakaranam, Chandaha, Jyotisham niruktam tatha kalpascheti shadangani vedasyahur manishinaha. Veda, Vedanta, Veda with all the angas, Vedangas, the Vedanta, Itihasa, Purana, Kavya, Nataka, Alankar, Shastra, whatever you look for in Dikshitar, you find them. How can you separate Sanatana Dharma from our music? It is so much embedded, woven in. It has become an inseparable, innate, inherent, inborn part of the culture. So the deep knowledge of these different lores places him above even the best among composers. I have prepared a list of topics. They are not it is not an exhaustive list anyway. Concerning Dikshitar's compositions, how many topics are there for a prospective researcher to conduct a research on? Some 24, 25 topics I have listed. How much is there? You keep on digging, you keep on delving deep. You come out with such precious pearls, unfathomable are the depths of their compositions, the Trinity, all of them. One beautiful example, she quoted, Vidushi Girish, Srimati Girish quoted some examples for Raga Mudra. One suddenly that occurred in my mind. Saketa Nagare Nivasantam. Vasanta Raga. Oh, how beautifully he brings out. Saketa Nagare Nivasantam. Vartamana Kartari Kridanta in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Very beautifully. Nivasantam. This is the kind of, it has to be spontaneous. It just comes out like that. Tam Ahurisham. Tam Ahurisham. Ahuri Raga. Mahuri Raga. Tam Ahurisham. So, each composition, to study each composition itself will be a lifetime experience. Very rewarding, highly rewarding. Coming lastly to Mahamahopadhyaya's presentation. After he has spoken, is there anything that I can add or alter? Let alone summarize and explain. He spoke as if it was an introduction to the colossal contribution of Saint Thyagaraja with bhakti as its primary shakti. The primary shakti of bhakti working as the antasrotas of our ever-flowing, incessant, perpetual flow of Karnataka Shastriya Sangeeta. It formed a thesis. It was a thesis. It could be called a thesis on what actually our Sanatana Dharma has got to offer to all art forms of our country, which have been nourished and cherished for ages, come down to us with such pristine purity as a result of the hard work, not just work, vision. Vision of our saint seer composers who have enriched it. It is beyond our imagination, or it is just not possible for us to measure. It is immeasurable, unmatched and unparalleled. So, he just said one thing, Vitandavadins, it is no use talking to or arguing with. Then suddenly I remembered Right Honorable Srinivasa Shastri, who was called Silver Tongue Srinivasa Shastri. He refused even to have a dialogue with a person whom he knew had sworn not to be convinced at any cost. Where is the point? Where is the point in talking to someone who has already decided that he will not be convinced, come what may? Such with a, see, ajnana or alpajnana is not dangerous. But jnana lava durvidagdhata. Jnana lava durvidagdham brahma api naram na ranjayati. That's an impossible task, so we should not envisage doing it. So, I mean, just as a last word of what I thought would be very appropriate on this occasion, each of these compositions, they are a result of that tapas and that inspiration, divine inspiration, not just ordinary, divine inspiration. In Mahabhashya, there is one statement, Ekas Shabda Samyak Jnata sushtu prayukta, swarge loke kamadhuk bhavati. Same thing we can apply to ekakritihi of any of these composers, such composers. Samyagnata, sushtu gita, martye loke kamadhuk bhavati. That is Jivan Mukti. Sadyah phala. Sadyah phalantu sangeetam. So immediately, it is not just Sangeetam api sahityam saraswatya stanadvayam ekam apata maduram. It is not just apata madura, it is alochanamrita. If it is not alochanamrita, half its value is lost, or the core value is lost. Alochanamritatva is absolutely a must in any form of art, because if that does not teach, the most beautiful way in which we can elevate ourselves, we can enrich ourselves, we can improve ourselves, we can revive ourselves, we can refine ourselves, we can rejuvenate ourselves. What else is there? They are the Amrita Madhyama for our own upliftment in this society. So, ekakritihi, that's what, kriti in the sense of kriti in whatever, which is again another non-translatable. Kriti as applicable to Karnataka Shastriya Sangeeta. Samyak Jnata, Sushtu Gita, Martye Loke Kamadhuk Bhavati. So, can we forget past and think of the future? Never. This long, rich legacy that we have inherited from the past to this day, we have to be ever grateful. I keep saying this from several platforms. It is because we are sitting on the shoulders of our elders, our ancestors, that we are able to see a little greater distance than they did perhaps. That does not mean that we are doing something very great what they never did, never saw. That is impossible. So I have one saying which I have coined myself. The past is present in the present to present the future. Why thrice present is used 3 times? Because that is very important. That's where we live. Past is present in the present to present the future. If you forget the past, there is no future. So I thank one and all for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be with you and share some of my thoughts. Thanks a lot.